Welcome back, guys. Welcome to the RPL Night Edition 9. The match is about to begin. KMCV versus the Enforcers. The team Enforcers has won the toss. I'm your host and also commentator, Mr. Mahmoudini, Mr. Akbar, and Mr. Lucky, the official. First ball started with a dot ball. Mr. Somraj. First ball started with a dot under the organization of Sheikh Alisa. With 10. The match has been started at 7:45. Well, Mr. Loknath Naik is on strike. Wow, that was a catch. Has been missed, and that's a boundary. First runs on the board. Well, that's a first ball boundary. Well, first ball dot, and now it's a boundary for Mr. Loknath Naik. First runs on the board. What a way to get off the mark. Well, square leg umpire Mr. Akbar and straight umpire Mr. Lekhi. Lekhi. Well, that's a dot ball straight to the fielder. Well, that's again good, and that's a dot ball. Oh, fantastic comeback. Well, now the last. Well, Loknath Naik, a fantastically well effort at the moment. Well, that's again a good delivery and a dot ball. Well, that's again very good delivery, a fantastic effort from Mr. Somraj Dhanusri. Well, first ball dot, then four, then back to back three dots. Mr. Viswajit Kampadi at the non-striker end. Mr. Loknath Naik. Well, now the last ball to come off the over. Well, this time in the air, the fielder up and over the fielder. First one taken very high. Well, that's coming back for the second. Well, that's two and to complete it the over. 1 over completed. Well, score 6. Abich. Well, that's going to be a boundary now. हाँ भाई. Well, that's a fantastic shot, and that's a six. A tremendous effort has been done. फिर कौन डाल रहा है इसको? अब फिलहाल तो मैन्युअली मैं डाल रहा हूँ. वो छूतिया को ट्रांसफर करा तो क्या खींच कर रहा है? छूतिया मैं थोड़ा पागल बहन की उड़ेगी सेम भी दिल. Well, 2 overs completed. Score 22 now. That fantastic spell. Once again. Well, now that's the second over for Mr. Somraj. Well, straight umpire, Mr. Lucky. Square leg umpire, Mr. Akbar. I'm your host and those the commentator, Mr. Mahmoud Ali. Broadcasting by id-YRCreatuves, Mr. Rizwan. RPL Edition 9 under the organization of Mr. Sheikh Alisa. Well, that's a single run take. Another fantastic running between the wickets. Well, last 2 balls to come. It's a very good over. Well, now the last 2 balls to come. Well, that's in the air. Well, a superb catch has been taken. A fantastic catch. Well, the batsman has to depart. Well, catch taken by Mr. Chakravarti. Well, superb catch at the deep third, Mr. Chakravarti diving effort, and that's Well, that's played straight to the fielder. And well, that's a single to finish the over. हाँ भाई बोल रहा हूँ अभी डालने को तो 1 मिनट बोल देता हूँ बोलो उसको बोल देंगे वो हिसाब नहीं उसका धनुश्री फर्स्ट बॉल क्या था 100 कॉट आउट भाई स्ट्राइक पे कौन है पूछो ना एक बार नॉन स्ट्राइक पे नॉन स्ट्राइक पे नॉन स्ट्राइक पे नहीं जी भैया आप भी सिंगल लिया उन्हें पहले बॉल पे लोग ना थे तो आउट कौन हुआ वो हाँ नहीं 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 रहने दो रहने दो रहने दो रहने दो छोड़ दो प्रकाश यूवी सिंगल भाई बोलो उसको डाल दिया बोलो बोल दिया सेंड कर दिया बोलो Well, that's the end forces. It's 26 for 1 after 3 overs completed. It's 21 runs. Well, that's a boundary. 4 more runs has been added. Superb shot. Well, once again, that was a fantastic effort. Well, Mr. Anurag Reddy, the new bowler, the captain, leading from front. अरे सोनू चाय बना लिया तो Well, that's a fantastic shot. Pull. Well, several bounces into the fence, and that's a boundary. 4 runs. A fantastic effort. Well, tremendous batting effort at the moment. Look at that scoreboard is moving very fast. Well, now the partnership is also. Well, tremendous effort is going on at the moment. Once again in the air, fielder coming, but just up and over the fielder's head. Well, that's a boundary, 4 runs. Fantastic way. What an effort. Well, that might be a 6. Yes, we need to wait for umpire's call. Oh, that's a boundary, 4 runs. One. Well, that's 4 overs completed. Well, that's another second new ball. Third new ball has been taken in this one. Well, previously there was a 6. A fantastic shot has been played. Well, 15 runs from this over. Righty-lefty, a great combination at the moment. Well, local time check, 8 p.m. The match has been started at 7:45 p.m. Well, that's played. A fine shot straight to the fielder. Well, that's a single. Well, at the moment, the righty-lefty combination. Well, straight umpire Mr. Lucky, square leg umpire Mr. Akbar. Well, I'm your host and those the commentator, Mr. Muhammad Ali. Well, streaming by YRCreatuves, Mr. Rizwan, under the organization of Sheikh Alisa. You're watching RPL Night Edition 9, live from Pavilion Cricket Stadium. At the moment, Mr. Manoj Kumar. Well, that's a super bowling effort. Mr. Manoj, 1 ball, 1 run. Both the teams are equally good enough. Well, that's pull. A superb shot has been played in the gap, and that's another boundary. Well, Mr. Loknath Naik is firing at the moment. He is on fire. Well, the end force is 46 for 1, 4.2 overs. That's played very hard, but found the fielder. Mr. Kotesh is a very good fielder. Is having a quotation, and is Mr. Kotesh the fielder at point. Well, fantastic effort. This is a nice and variable match to watch between the KMCV versus the N forces. This time again, a very good fielding effort. Mr. Kotesh is a very good and a brilliant fielder at the point. Fantastic effort. 2 back-to-back dot balls, the pressure. I think the bat has been gone. Yes, it is. The bat has been demolished. Well, the bat is demolished now. He need to change the bat, Mr. Loknath Naik. The power he generated. That's a fantastic. Look at that. Once again, is changing the bat. That's a new bat, and that's almost 2 lakh rupees bat. Has to be changed. Well, 4.4, 46 for 1. Well, that's a good delivery from Mr. Manoj Kumar. A 5 ball, 5 runs has been conceded. Well, again, good delivery. Fantastic effort. Well, that's end of the over. 5 overs completed. 46, just 5 from Mr. Manoj over. A last over of the power play to come. Well, that's a good delivery and a dot ball. Well, first ball bice has been added. Mr. Somraj Dhanu. Well, righty lefty, a combination at the moment. Well, that's in the air. Well, that's a boundary. 4 runs. Well, 50 runs up for the team and forces. Well, congratulations. The milestone of 30,000 runs. Well, that's a 30,000 runs. Well done, Mr. Loknath Nayak. Mr. Loknath Nayak has completed 30,000 career runs. Time for the standing ovation. Well, that's a well-deserved time for the standing ovation from the dugout. Well, congratulations for completing the 30,000 runs. He's playing at 26 and just 18 balls, 4 boundaries and 1 6 for him. 144.44. Fantastic batting effort from Mr. Loknath Nayak. The partnership 30 in just 16 deliveries. You're watching RPL Night Edition 9 live from Pavilion Cricket Stadium. Well, this time again on the rise. Well, the catch has been dropped and that's a boundary. 4 runs. Another fantastic shot has been played. Look at that. First ball by, then 4, 4, 4. 3 back-to-back consecutive forces for Mr. Loknath Nayak. He's on fire now. Well, that's a fantastic effort. Well, that's a good delivery. Dot ball. Well, 2.5, 21 runs in a wicket. Still, economy is great. Well, the team enforces versus the KMCV. This is a league match stage, the second league match. 59 for 1, 5.5 overs. This time high in the air, and that's a six. A massive six to finish the over. Well, that was a huge over. It's 19 runs from the over. End of power play. 6 overs completed. The enforcer is 65 for 1. Well, we have 262 total views and 49 live viewers. Well, at the moment it becomes 50 live viewers. Well, you're watching RPL Night Edition 9 live from Pavilion Cricket Stadium. KMCV versus the team the Enforcers. The Enforcers has won the toss and elected to bat first. Well, 6 overs completed, 65 for 1. Well, state umpire Mr. Akbar, square leg umpire Mr. Lucky. Well, broadcasting by streaming id-YRCreatuves Mr. Rizwan. Little bit assistant of Mr. Sonu. Well, I'm your host and also commentator Mr. Muhammad Ali under the organization of Mr. Sheikh Alisa. Mr. Anurag, the bowler, is continuing. This time in the air, catches the call. Well, the catch has been taken. Well, Mr. Prakash UV has to depart. The partnership 40 in 20 deliveries comes to an end. The Enforcer 65 for 2, 6.1 overs. Two, Mr. Loknath Naik just completed 30,000 runs. Congratulations to him. He's completing 30,000 runs. Flighted one once again, struggling at a moment. Two back-to-back dot balls for Mr. Lokri. This time played on site. Well, that's a single to finish the over. It's 7 overs completed and for 67, loss of 2. Well, that's a boundary for him. He moves to 45 now. The scoreboard moves to 71 for 2. 7.1 over. Another spinner, Mr. Tausif Ahmed. Well, fantastic shot has been played this time. Has cleared the boundary, and that's another 4. Well, 50, just one shot. 49. He moves to 49, Mr. Loknath Nayak. 8 boundaries and 2 6. 27 balls, 49 runs. Just now he has been completed his 30,000 runs. A well-deserved congratulations to Mr. Loknath Nayak for completing his 30,000 runs. Well, that's a good delivery. Turn and bounce at the same time, but that's a wide has been given. Well, that's a wide ball. They have gone to upstairs to check. Oh, no, I don't think so. Well, they remain with the white. They are not going to upstairs to check. Well, that's pulled very hard. Nice shot of the bat, but still found the fielder at deep mid-wicket. Well, single. A very good fielding effort from Mr. Kotesh. Well, that's an over. 77 for 2, 7.3. Prakash UV were gone out. And Mr. Anurag Reddy has strikes. Well, Mr. 50 runs up for Mr. Loknath Nayak. Well, in just 28 deliveries with the 170 plus strike rate. Well, that's a massive shot. Cover drive with the cross batted. Well, it's a raining boundaries at the moment. Well, 4 more runs. 7.1, 81 for 2. The enforces. Mr. L. Ramesh Nayak is also a dangerous batsman, wicket-keeper batter. Well, that's an edge. A very, very lucky. Has very well fielded. Well, superb effort. Well, looking for 2, but settle for 1, and that might be an over. Well, 8 overs completed. Well, sorry, still 1 more ball to come. Well, 2 runs taken comfortably. Good running between the wicket from Mr. L. Ramesh Nayak. A loss of time is available to looking for 2. Has comfortable 2. Still 1 more ball to come. Last ball. Well, this time slower. Played across the batted for single to finish. 8 overs completed. 84. Loss of 2. The enforces. Well, that's Kartikeya, the new bowler, is coming to attack. Well, that's a good delivery. Coming to attack, right him around. Mr. L. Ramesh Nayak. Look at the partnership in just 12 deliveries. Well, that's in the air. Fielder coming underneath. Well, the catch has been dropped. This is the 3rd catch has been dropped severely. Catches win matches. Well, that to be a dangerous batter, Mr. L. Ramesh Nayak. Now, a half centurion. Mr. Loknath Nayak is on strike. Mr. Kartikeya has good bowling at the moment. Right up around an angle cut. It might be a first slip for him. Well, that's in the slot. Well, again, catch has been dropped. That to be a dangerous 50 plus batter. Mr. Loknath Nayak got a second chance now. Well, overall, 3 catches has been dropped in the ninth over. Well, that's a good bowling from Mr. Kartikeya. Was trying big efforts. Was creating opportunities to get a wicket. Because at the moment the partnership is 21 in just 14 deliveries and they require a wicket to break the partnership. Otherwise, if these two batsmen were settled up, the projected score will go at least 102, 220, 230. Because still many more batters to come. Oh, that's a good delivery, played straight to the cover, a dot ball. That's a good bowling at the moment from Mr. Kartikeya. 4 balls he bowled and just 2 runs. Well, you're watching RPL Night Edition 9 live from Pavilion Cricket Stadium. Organization by Sheikh Alisa. Streaming partner id-YRCreatuves, Mr. Rizwan. I'm your host and the host commentator, Mr. Muhammad Ali. This time again, superb delivery, not connected either. Very well from Mr. L. Ramesh Nayak. Mr. Akbar, Mr. Lucky, the officials. Well, 86 for 2, 8.5. This time, an inside-out shot played straight to the long off for a single to finish. That's a good over from KMCV. Is conceded 3 runs, 9th over, 87 for 2, 9 overs completed. Well, now this is the last over from this end. Well, that's a fantastic shot. Has been played, and maximum might be. Yeah, no, that's a boundary. One bounce into the fence, and that's a boundary. 4 runs. Well, look at that. The partnership is 91. A 26 runs partnership in 18. 91 for 2. 9.1. Projected score still 200. That's again fantastic shot has been played. But this time from Mr. L. Ramesh Nayak. Well, Mr. Loknath Nayak playing at 51, L. Ramesh Nayak at 15. Partnership 27 in just 19. Oh, that's again played. A grounded shot straight to the deep cover point fielder. Well, 9.3, 93 for 2. KMCV. Well, still 3 more balls remaining. Oh, that's a slower in the air, but in the no man's land, a quick single run taken. Well, the enforcers 93 for 2, 9.3 overs. Well, with that single 94, last 2 balls to come. Once again, changing pace and variation at the moment from Standard. Well, this is a good over. First ball boundary and then back-to-back 4 singles. 8 runs conceded in 5 balls. Last ball to come of the over. That's a juicy low full in the air. Has found the fielder at long off and single. 9 runs from the 10th over. Score 96 after 10 overs completed. Strategic timeout brings break. Don't go anywhere else. We'll be right back after a short break. Well, now the match is about to begin. Once again, the bowler is continuing his spell, coming to attack right him around. Well, RPL, night edition 9. Well, that's cover drive, but straight to the wide long off fielder for a single. A good running between the stumps. Well, directed. Well, that's played a single on site. A good delivery at the moment and a good start once again. Well, that's in the air. Catches the call. A superb catch has been taken. Well, another wicket has been fallen, and this time Mr. L. Ramesh Naik might be has to depart. Well, yes, it is. 98 for 3 and forces 10.3 overs.
हेलो वालेकुम सलाम खैरियत अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह
Well, now the new batter is on strike. A super fielding effort at mid-on. Well, Mr. Sridhar, the new batter, first ball dot. Mr. Karthikeya is continuing 1.45 runs in a wicket for him. Wow, that's got behind. Yes, it is. 2-2. Well, a second wicket for Mr. Karthikeya. A very good comeback from team KMCV. It's 98 for 4, 10.5 overs.
हाँ वही देखनी और थोड़ा लेकिन जमीन में हाथ डालूं
दो विकेट चले गए एक ही ओवर
से बात है ना तो फिर आउट था क्या छोड़े
ना जी बहुत क्या चांस छोड़े लो
अरे कंटिन्यू दो क्या चांस छोड़ा हूं नहीं
हाँ नहीं
नया बंदा है क्या
हाँ वो ने रेहान बिन सालम में उसकी टीम में खेलता नहीं क्या नाम है हमारे राशिद के Well, now Mr. L. नहीं नहीं फील्डर है बैटर भी Well, that's a new bowler, and the mystery bowler got a 2 wickets now, Mr. PC Naresh. Oh, Ramesh, Mr. Pargi Ramesh, Mr. L. Ramesh Naik, and now the dangerous batsman. Well, he's an athlete. Looks like a single Presley, but still he can run 3 runs in an over. Well, that's again a cotton ball chance has been dropped. What a fantastic over. Comes to an end. Well, that's a very good over. Just 2 runs and 2 wickets in the over. Well, 98 for 4, the enforcers. अरे भाई Well, this time it's a bump. And today Mr. Kotesh has been done super fielding at point. Well, that's a square cut shot again. Very good bowling effort. This time Mr. Tosif is continuing his spell. Well, that's again a catch number 4th has been dropped today. Well, that's a very good fielding effort. We hope the fielder is fine. Well, Mr. Karthikeya, the fielder, we hope he will be fine. Well, that's a fielder, Mr. Naga. Well, that's a wide delivery, Mr. Pargi Ramesh, the dangerous batsman. 100 runs up for the enforcers. He's an all-rounder. He's a single personally, but still he's having a lot of energy. He's a very good athlete. Once again, a little bit away. Well, that's this time down the leg side on a white ball. Well, this time played a gentle flick onside. Well, first and taken, looking for 2 chances for an out, but has been missed. It's again, yes, no, maybe. A continuous good effort from the fielders. Suddenly, 3 wickets has been down. It's 105 for 4. Previous over of Mr. Karthikeya, back to back. He got a 2 wickets in an over. Well, 106 for 4, 11.5. Well, last ball to come off the over. Well, that's another good fielding at back foot point. Well, only a single to finish the over. Well, that's a good comeback from KMCV. 107, loss of 4 after 12 overs completed. Well, Mr. Karthikeya, the spinner, is continuing his spell. That's a quick single run has been taken. A fantastic effort. Is a great bowler. Is a mystery spinner. Well, usually we can able to see very less that the bowler. Yes, the second over got 2 wickets and 2 runs. Fantastic effort. First over 3 runs. And now he's continuing his third over. The dangerous batsman, Mr. Lokanath Nayak, is on strike. That's played very hard. Well, 2 is the call. Well, first and taken very hard. Coming back for the second. Taken comfortably. That's a good running between the stumps. Well, fantastic effort. Good bowling. A mystery spinner from Mr. Karthikeya. Well, this time, superb shot has been played, and that's a massive 6. Well, right into the slot, and that's 6. Well, 6 number 3rd for Mr. Loki. Well, again, this time in the air and catches the call, but up and over the field. That's again 6-2, back-to-back sixes. A fantastic batting from Mr. Loki. Once again in the air, but this time catches the call. Again up and over the fielder. That's a massive sixes. Three back-to-back sixes for Mr. Loki. Well, fifth to six considering this one. Well, look at that. 21 runs already conceded in this over. And the batter, Mr. Loknath Naik, moves to 78 in just 40 deliveries, 8 boundaries, 5 sixes, 195 strike rate. Well, now the last ball to come off the over. Well, we have 418 total views and 20 live viewers. Everyone is enjoying watching RPL Night Edition 9 live from Pavilion Cricket Stadium under the organization of Sheikh Alisa. This time again, sharp and hard and fantastic shot. 25 runs from the over. वही चौका डाल दिया है छिक्का डाल दिया है हाँ अब डाला दे Well, now Mr. Naga is continuing his first over. Well, Mr. Ramesh, well, that's a no ball. Well, that's a hide nope. Well, that's a 3 runs has been taken on the no ball. And now it will be a free hit and the dangerous batsman, Mr. Loknath. Well, that's a free hit. A very good delivery, right plumb in front, but still, this is a no ball. That's a good survive. Yeah, leg by. Superbly shot. Wanted to play, but could not discover the shot from Mr. Loki. So no damage has been done. Still 1 ball, 5 runs. Well, this time played pretty hard. Nice sound of the bat from Mr. Ramesh Naik. Oh, sorry, Mr. Pargi Ramesh. Well, today in this match, the enforcers having 2 Ramesh. One is on strike, non-strike, and another is wicket-keeper batsman. The L. Ramesh Naik has been gone already. Well, that's a good start from the team enforcers. Has played superb innings at the moment. Mr. Loki is on strike. His moves to 82, just 18 runs short. Fantastic shot has been played straight drive.
में सारे कैसा करूंगी ले बात करी
Well, this time played straight to the fielder. Well, single run has been taken. Superb effort. Well, that's again a fantastic shot. The match has been resumed just now. Well, Mr. Tosif has a brilliant field at the moment, has given just single. A very well fielded. Well, KMCV versus the Enforcers. Well, Enforcers wanted the toss, and elected to bat first once again. A brilliant effort from Mr. Koti. That's a boundary, 4 runs. Mr. Tosif has misfielded and followed by Mr. Koteshwar, also misfielded, and that's a 4 runs. Well, Mr. Loki is playing superbly well at the moment. He moves to 88 now. Well, 84 with that boundary. 145 after 14 overs completed. Well, 14 overs completed, 145. Well, that's a boundary, Mr. Ramesh. So the partnership 47 in just 20 deliveries. Most of the runs has been batted and contributed from Loknath Naik. Well, now Mr. Chakravarti is continuing his effort. Well, 460 total views and 18 live viewers. Well, 145 for 4, 14 overs completed. This is the 15th over, Mr. Chakravarti. Well, that's a high in the air. Fielder coming underneath. Well, the catch has been taken. Well judged catch has been taken from Rehan bin Salam, and 145 for 5. The dangerous batsman, Mr. Loknath Naik, departed at 84 in 45 deliveries. What a fantastic effort. Well, 9 boundaries and 5 sixes for him. and approximately superb batting. A partnership 47 comes to an end. Well, now the new batter is on strike. Mr. Chakravarti strikes. A first ball off the mark immediately. A single run has been taken up. Mr. Mansoor, another dangerous batsman. One is gone, another is on. Mr. Mansoor, the dangerous batter. Mr. Loknath Nayak has gone. And now another dangerous batsman, Mr. Mansoor, is on. Well, that's a good bowling from Mr. Chakravarti. Well, this time with the lows in the bat. Well, just one bounce to reach the fielder. Very good fielding effort. Only a single run taken. Well, now with the wicket of Mr. Loki, the KMCV has already saved 20 to 25 runs in the death overs. Well, 482 total views and 18 live viewers. You're watching RPL Night Edition 9 live from Pavilion Cricket Stadium, and I'm your host and host, the commentator, Mr. Muhammad Ali. Oh, that's a good delivery. Again, fantastic effort. Dealing at the moment with singles. Well, it is not an easy to play. After the wicket were lost, two new batters at the crease, especially Mr. Mansoor has taken a single. Well, last two balls to come. Good bowling. Mr. Chakravarti, 1.4, 20 runs and a wicket. That's a huge hit. That's played very hard. Found the fielder. Well, single run taken. Well, at the moment, Chakravarti strikes. And that's a good bowling. 5 balls, 5 singles. Well, Mr. Mansoor is on strike. It's 149 for 5, 14.5 overs. Well, that's a flick shot straight to the short fine leg fielder. Quick single run has been taken to finish. So 15 overs completed. The enforcer still 150 runs up. Projected score 200, 150. Loss of 5. Enforcers after 15 overs. Well, that's a good delivery from Mr. Naga. He's continuing his second over. Previously, he starts with his over with no ball and 3 runs, and now his RPL Night Edition 9. That's again good delivery. Change of variation in pace, but an infatuation and understanding bowler. Mr. Mansoor is looking for a big hit. He need to spend some time because 5 wickets in hand, 5 overs to come. They are really looking for the big shots because 160, 180, 200 will be a good enough total to defend on. Good bowling from Mr. Naga is continuing his second over spell. This time it's in the air. Little bit miss it. Well, catch has been taken. Mr. Naga strikes and Mr. Mansoor to depart. Another wicket has been down. Wicket number 6 has fallen for Team Enforcers. Well, now Mr. Naga is continuing his effort, and now the new batter is on strike. 150 for 6. Well, Mr. Dastagir, the new batter is on strike. That's a juicy low full, just played with a straight bat beside the bowler. Well, off the mark immediately. Still, it's a good comeback from KMCV. And with that's a very good fielding from Mr. Kotesh, a deep long off. Well, that's a good bowling, Mr. Naga. 1.4, just 13 runs on the main wicket of Mr. Mansoor. Well, Mr. Ramesh is struggling at the moment. Is trying to get some runs on the board because still the runs has been scored from Mr. Loknath Naik will never be enough on this kind of a pitch. It's a complete batting pitch. This time played onside across the bat for a single. Well, single to finish the over. So 152. 16 overs completed. Just 2 runs and a wicket from this over. Hello, Naga sir. After a long time.
वन में खेल रहे थे भैया.
Ah. Well, that's a good start from Mr. Kotesh, the new bowler. Mr. Kotesh has been introduced his first over in the 17th over. That's a good comeback from KMCV. Has taken a back-to-back wickets and several catches has been dropped today. Well, 546 total views, 16.1 overs, 31 live viewers. Mr. Kodeshwar. Well, that might be a boundary. Yes, it is. Well, that's a boundary. 4 runs. Well, that's in the air. Fielder coming underneath. Mr. Anurag Reddy has done no mistake. Another wicket has been fallen. Well, that's a seventh wicket for fallen. Well, team enforces in trouble now. 157 for 6. Mr. Kotesh strikes. And Mr. Anurag Reddy has taken it long off. Long on. अच्छा बॉलर है भाई Well, now the new batter is on strike. Well, single run has been taken up. Mr. Shashikant off the mark immediately. Mr. Pargi Ramesh is standing tall. Good bowling from Mr. Kotesh. Well, that's a boundary and then catch. A wicket. Well, fantastic comeback. Good effort from Mr. Kotesh. Well, this time with a straight bat. Well, first one taken very hard. They are coming back for the second. Well, directed might be a danger. But a 2 runs has been taken up. Fantastic running effort. Outstanding fielding and a good follow through from Mr. Kotesh. The scoreboard moves to 160. The wickets are falling, but still. Well, now that's an over. 160. Well, 160 after 17 overs completed for Enforcers team. बच्चों के जैसा हाँ भाई कहीं को कर ले रहे रिजवान भाई मैं बैगन ना गया उसके पास खाली रह के बोले था वो करना करने बैठे तो आप अरे भाई वहाँ 19 या 75 फंसा लिया आप Well, that's a white bowler's review has been taken now. गिर के गया तो बॉल है फिर Well, third umpire has given his decision. That's fair delivery. Well, Mr. Naga is continuing his spell. Well, that's played straight to the short cover fielder. Mr. Shashikant and Mr. Ramesh at the moment, they are trying to make some runs to be arranged at the spot because 161, the Enforcers team. Look at the local time check. It's 9:15. Well, that's a loose enough shot. Has been played. Has found the fielder. Rehan bin Salam, super fielder. Chance of a run out, but has been missed. Very good call from both the batters. Outstanding bowling from Mr. Kotesh after the boundary. He has come back with a wicket. Super bowling from Mr. Koti. Previous over after boundary, he took a wicket. And superb catch taken from Mr. Anurag Reddy at the long on. Right after that, well, the match has been started in 45. Well, that's bowled an inside edge and bowled. Another wicket has been fallen. 162 for 8. Second wicket for Mr. Chakravarti. भाई बॉलिंग कौन कर रहे हैं भाई चक्रवर्ती रेड्डी Well, Mr. Narendra Naik, sir. Well, that's a good delivery. Fantastic one. Dot ball. Look at that. 2.5 overs, 24 runs, and 2 wickets from Mr. Chakravarti. Hmm? No, भाई अरे उन्हें चाहिए जी ऐसे ठहरते हो ऐसा तो फिर ये कौन है क्या है कि गलत नाम डाल दिया बोलो इसको बोलो नाम गलत डाले Well, that's a single to finish the over. 611 total views, 43 live viewers, 162. Now turn to 163 after 18 overs completed. Well, that's a good delivery and has been given up. Well, that plum kick right in front of the stumps. Well, that's a good delivery. Fantastic second wicket for Mr. Kotesh. The KMCV has just turned the game around. Well, the pressure has been transferred. Well, first of all, the pressure was at the KMCV, but now it has been successfully transferred to the end forces. Well, this is the batting pitch completely. Well, only Mr. Anurag Reddy, the batter, can solve the issues. But the bowling is tremendous from the end forces. Don't go anywhere else. Keep watching live action from RPL Night Edition 9, live from Pavilion Cricket Stadium, broadcasting and streaming by id-YRCreatuves, Mr. Rizwan. Well, I'm your host and host, the commentator, Mr. Mohammad Ali. वैसे नाम तो सुना ही होगा हाँ Well, now the new batter is on strike. That's a good delivery away from the batter. Good thinking from Mr. Kotesh. Well, everyone today has got a wickets. Mr. Naga got a wicket. That's in the air. A fantastic shot has been played. Well, that's a boundary. What a way to get off the mark, Mr. Venkatramana, the new batter. Well, still the runs are flowing at the moment. Well, 9 wicket down. The enforcers. 47 live viewers. Well, this time it's a gentle and slower has been put in a shot. Well, that's a lucky one, but what a way to get off the mark, Mr. Venkat. Mr. Pargi Ramesh is the only batter standing tall, but everyone is getting. They are giving their wickets easily. Well, that's a good delivery. Good comeback from Mr. Kotesh. He got 2 wickets. Mr. Chakravarti got 2 wickets. Well, every bowler has got wicket except Mr. Manoj and Mr. Tausif. Well, 1 wicket for Mr. Somraj. Mr. Chakraborty, 2 wickets. Mr. Anurag, captain, 1 wicket. Mr. Kartikeya, 2 wickets. Mr. Naga, 1 wicket. And Mr. Kotesh, 2 wickets. Well, that's a good delivery again. Fantastic effort, trying to run out. Well, that's a very good bowling effort at the moment. Both the teams are equally good enough. Well, the match has been started at 7:45. Well, 18.4, 168 for 9. Well, that's an edge cut shot. First one taken very hard from Mr. Venkatramana, coming back for the second. Well, 2 runs has been taken. Good running between the wicket. Well, that's 170 for 9, 18.5 overs. Mr. Pargi Ramesh. That might be a chance of a stumps, but has been missed. Well, finish the over. 170 after 19 overs completed.
देखेंगे बैलेंस
फिर वो ऐसे यूं बैठ के चला तो थोड़े पॉइंट हुआ फिर ऊपर से आएगा
मैच में आगे जब से वो हो गया था
Well, that's the last and final over of the innings. Mr. Anurag is trying to make a no wicket from a run out, but still good running between the wicket. Mr. Ramesh has taken 2 runs, and now Mr. Chakravarti is continuing his last and final over of the spell 31, 3.1, 27 runs and 2 wickets, 172. Now the projected score is 182. Well, this time he has been clear the fielder, and that's a boundary. Superb shot has been played. Well, that's a 4 runs. After a long time, it's a boundary for Mr. Ramesh. Well, in just 18 deliveries, look at who is the highest run scorer. Well, after 84, Mr. Loknath Nayak, only Mr. Ramesh is the second highest run scorer with 25. He is a dangerous batsman, although, and still to come. He will definitely try to hit 4 more forces in the last 4 overs, 4 balls. Well, that's a good delivery. I think that's a bias. Maybe that is a bias. Well, leg by. Okay, leg by that has been given up. The runs are adding at the moment. 10 runs has been added in just 3 deliveries, and still 3 more to come. Score moves to 180. Well, this time it's a scoop. Well, first one taken, coming back for the second. Again, 2 runs. So 12 runs has been considered in 4 deliveries. Still 2 more balls to come. You're watching RPL Night Edition 9 live from Pavilion Cricket Stadium, KMCV versus the team Enforces under the organization of Sheikh Alisa, Mr. Akbar and Mr. Lucky, the officials. Streaming partner via Creatives, Mr. Rizwan, with little bit assistant of Mr. Sonu. Well, I'm your host and those, the commentator, Mr. Mahmoud Ali. वैसे नाम तो सुना ही होगा. Well, that's a reverse switch hit shot. Fantastical played. Well, that's an awareness. That's a slower and good picked up. Well, 16 runs in the over. Well, overall 16 runs in 5 balls. This is going to be a huge over as far as the team, the Enforces, is concerned. 176 and now 186. Previously, it was 117, 19 overs, and now 5 balls, 16 runs. Well, it's going to be another boundary. Let's find out to watch RPL Night Edition 9, live from Pavilion Cricket Stadium. Well, he's the second highest run scorer. Fantastic shot played with a straight bat. Straight to the mid-on. Very well fielded. 18 runs from the over, 188 score, loss of 9, 20 overs completed. Coming back for the third. Well, I think that's 3 runs has been taken. I think that's run out. We need to fight for umpire's call, but the target is 189. Well, all out. The Enforcers team all out. Mr. Ramesh by Enfus. Well, bowling has been started up. Well, this is a match. Well, KMCV 189 target. Well, lefty-righty combination at the moment. Well, today the match has been started at 7:45 a.m. 188 for 10. 20 overs completed. Well, the target is given 189. Well, that's a fantastic shot. Has been played, and that's a boundary. Well, first boundary of the innings. What a way to get off the mark with boundary. 4 runs. Well, that's a welcome runs. Well, today Mr. Loknath Nayak has congratulated to him with 30,000 runs has been completed. Well, now APR, the lefty batter, and Mr. Mohammed Zubair, the non-striker and the wicket-keeper batsman. This time played straight to the mid-off. Well, that's a good comeback from Mr. Narendra. Well, today 189 target. Well, you're watching the live action of RPL, Rajdhani Premier League. Oh, that's onto the pads. Well, that's a good delivery. Fantastic comeback from Mr. Narendra after the boundary. 2 back-to-back dot balls. The lefty batter, Mr. APR, is a superb righty-lefty combination at the moment, and Mr. Zubair. Well, you're watching Rajdhani Premier League, RPL, Night Edition 9, live from Pavilion Cricket Stadium. The organization by Mr. Sheikh Alisa. Well, I'm your host and those the commentator, Mr. Mohammed Ali. Well, Mr. Narendra to Mr. APR. Well, that's a good delivery. That's a fantastic one, and a dot ball. Well, that's a dot ball. The batsman shuffles early before the ball release, which means it will be a fair delivery. Well, good bowling from Mr. Narendra. Fantastic ball to finish. Just 4 runs from the over. There is one. Well, 1 over completed. Score 4 for KMCV. Now the new bowler. Well, it's coming to attack. Right arm over. Well, 1 over completed. 4 runs. Well, 704. Well, 4 runs the current run rate. Well, the dangerous batsman now, Mr. Zubair, is on strike. Well, that's a good delivery, a dot ball. Well, that's a good start from the bowler. बॉलर का नाम ही नहीं आया अभी पल्लवी में. Well, that's a good delivery again. Wanted to play the big shot. Well, fantastic batting effort at the moment from Mr. Zubair. He played 2 balls and 2 dots. Well, Mr. Prabhu is the bowler. Look at the height and personality. 6 foot 3 inches. What a height and what a personality. And little bit shuffle from Mr. Pargi Ramesh, a second highest run scorer for the team Enforce, and still converted 88 runs. 28. Well, that's a good delivery. Superb batting. 3 back-to-back dot balls and a very good bowling from Mr. Prabhu. Well, that's a fantastic batting effort, but still in the air and in the no man's land. And he took 4 deliveries to get off the mark. Finally, Mr. Zubair has got off the mark. Well, power play is a very important game. In the power play, at least 60 runs should be added, no matter how wickets were gone. For the Enforcers, they have done superb job in power play. They have scored 68 runs in power play. Well, now Mr. APR. Well, that's a fantastic shot. Up and over the fielder's head, but still a very good fielding effort. Well, first one taken hard, coming back for the second. Well, that's a good running between the wicket. Today, Mr. Pargi Ramesh, the second highest run scorer. Well, today, the 30,000 runs has been completed for Mr. Loknath Nayak. Well, that's a reverse switch hit shot, and that's a much needed boundary. Well, that might be a 4 run, but no, outfield is not so quick enough. Well, that's only a 2 runs has been taken. Well, comfortably, 2 overs completed, just 9 runs for KMCV. Oh, that's a good delivery. Good bowling from Mr. Narendra. Is continuing a spell. 9 runs on the board. 2.1 the local time check. 9:51 p.m. Today the match has been started at 7:45. Well, KMCV versus the team Enforces. Well, the 3 times electricity has been gone, and we have jumped to a time off for 2 to 3 minutes for the 4 times. That's a fantastic shot has been played. Well, that's a boundary. 4 runs. One bounce into the fence, and that's a boundary. Well, that's the first boundary for Mr. Zubair. Well, today the electricity is a little bit problem because a lot of heavy wind is going on. Well, that's a slow one and up and over the keeper's head. That might be a bias boundary. That's a bias boundary. 4 runs, 2 back-to-back boundaries for KMCV. Well, fantastic batting effort. At the moment, that is a very good ball. Little bit slower and changing pace of variation, but the keeper has got a little bit hesitation and a little bit less effort has been done by the keeper, but still Mr. Zubair has a chance to be back on strike at the non-striker, and Mr. APR wanted to get back on strike. He wanted to play the big shots. He is very good at scoop shots, pull shots, and the square cut shots. Well, once again, Mr. Narendra. Well, this time across the bat, connectivity is not good, but still they can find a boundary. But there is a fielder in deep. Super fielding effort from Mr. Ramesh. The Parigi Ramesh is a very athlete fielder. He is a very attentive. Well, 2 runs has been taken, comfortably running between the stumps. Well, look at the officials. Mr. Akbar, square leg umpire. Straight umpire, Mr. Uggala Lakshmi Narayan, also known as Lucky. Well, broadcasting and streaming by id-YRCreatuves, Mr. Rizwan. Under the organization of Sheikh Alisa, RPL Night Edition 9. And I am your host and those to commentate Mr. Muhammad Ali. वैसे नाम तो सुना ही होगा. हाँ. Well, this time played a superb shot. Well, first and taken very hard. Not looking for a second. Good running between the stumps. Well, that's a good delivery. Fantastic effort. Well, that's in the air. Fielder coming underneath. Well, the catch has been taken. Dangerous batsman, Mr. APR depart. Mr. Narendra strikes. It's 3 overs completed. 24-1 KMCV. कौन 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 बोला नहीं है? अरे इसको क्या बैगन मालूम चूतिए को? Oh, that's a dead ball. Well, Mr. Prabhu started now. The new batsman at the non-striker and the captain, Mr. Anurag Reddy, is on strike. Well, the team, the enforces. Well, that's a superb shot played and might be a six. Yes, it is. Well, that's the first six for Mr. Mohammad Zubair. He's back in action. You're watching live action from Pavilion Cricket Stadium. Well, team the Enforces has won the toss, selected to bat. They have played 20 overs, 188 runs score, and all out. Well, that's a six. 189 target. Fantastic shot across the bat. One bounce into the fence, and that's a boundary. Back-to-back shots. Super playing at the moment from Mr. Zubair. Well, the partnership 10 in just 3 deliveries, all contributed. Well, that's a fantastic batting effort, but this is the slower. A good comeback from the bowler. Well, Mr. Prabhu is doing a right thing at the moment. Well, 30 runs on the board, 30 for 1, 3.4 overs completed. Last 2 balls to come. Once again, good delivery, but this time it's a wide ball. Well, wide away from the batter, Mr. Zubair. Well, that's a good effort. At the moment, the pressure is back on the bowler with that wide, unnecessary wide and extras has been given up. Today, these extras will definitely cost. This is the second match. Well, fantastic shot has been played. Found the fielder at deep mid on. Well, that's a single. Well, now the new time, first time, Mr. Anurag Reddy will appear on strike. Will face the first delivery of this match and in the innings. Mr. Anurag Reddy. Well, look at that batting from Mr. Zubair. Is 19 contributed in just 14 deliveries with 2 fours and 1 6. 130 plus strike rate for him. He's a very good at chasing. Oh, that's a good delivery on the rise. Well, dot ball to finish. 3 overs completed. KMCV, sorry, 4 overs completed. KMCV 32, loss of 1 after 4 overs. Well, that's a fantastic shot has been played. Flicked away. That's a boundary. Well, fantastic shot has been played once again. Well, 2 back-to-back boundaries for dangerous batsman, Mr. Zubair. Well, that's a fantastic shot has been played. One bounce into the fence, and that's a boundary. 4 more runs for Mr. Zubair. Well, 3 back-to-back boundaries. Fantastic batting effort. Once again, a fantastic shot has been played. 4 back-to-back consecutive boundaries. Well, 12 runs has been added in this over. 4 ball, 4 boundaries, 12 runs. Well, that's a good delivery, a fantastic comeback. Well, that's a good delivery to finish. 2 back-to-back overs. 16 runs from the over. 8 after 5 overs completed. Well, that's 5 overs completed. KMCV 48 for 1. It's 141 runs still required in 90 deliveries. What a fantastic match to watch. Well, KMCV versus the Enforcers. The Enforce team won the toss, selected to bat, played 20 overs, 10 wickets loss, and 188 score. A target given 189. In reply, 5 overs, 48 for 1. Well, now this is the last over of the power play. Straight away, third over for Mr. Narinder. Well, Mr. Narinder Nayak's previous first over has given a 16 runs, 141 runs, still required in 89 balls. Well, today, an outstanding match we are watching. That's a cover drive. A super brilliant effort fielding from Mr. Loknath Nayak. Outstanding effort and a diving one has saved the boundary. That's a single. What a truly aspiring fielding. A very good effort. A 10 out of 10 for the fielding one. That's a brilliant shot and super fielding effort. All this time on the rise. Played on side with the pull. Has found the fielder at deep mid-on for a single. Well, at the moment they are dealing in singles and doubles. The partnership is 30 in just 15 deliveries with 200 strike rate and a 50 runs up. It's 50 for 1, 5.3 overs. Loss of 1 wicket of a lefty batsman, Mr. APR. Well, Mr. Narinder, 2.3, 13 runs. This time, placement in the gap, and that's put away for 4 runs. Well, that's a much needed boundary and a pressure release. Mr. Anurag Reddy, outstanding batting effort. Into the slot, placement in the gap has cleared the infield of mid-on, and that's a boundary. 4 runs. Well, this is the last over of the power play. Last 2 more balls to come. Well, I think that's a good delivery. Fantastic one. Dot ball. Well, that's a good delivery. They have gone upstairs for the white ball. Well, they have gone upstairs to check with the white ball reviews of the batter. Well, that's a good delivery and a finish the over now. Well, two back-to-back dot balls to finish. KMCV end of power play. 6 overs completed. 54. Loss of one. Require 135 in 14 overs. We have 949 total views and 62 live viewers. A fantastic bowling effort. 3 overs, 17 runs and a wicket for Mr. Narinder. Well, end of power play. 6 overs completed. KMCV 54. Loss of one. You're watching RPL Rajdhani Premier League Season 9, Edition 9, live from Pavilion Cricket Stadium. Now Mr. Dastagir, the new bowler, spinner, introduces. And now today, a fielding effort. Superb from Mr. Loknath Naik. And he has been contributed superbly. 84 runs. Well, highest runs for the team, the enforcers. And the second highest, Mr. Ramesh. Pargi Ramesh, 33 in 22 with 150 strike rate. Well, 30,000 runs has been completed for Mr. Loknath Naik, also known as Loki. Well, Mr. Zubair playing at 36 in 21 deliveries with 6 fours and 1 6. Well, that's a wide delivery. Yes, it is a wide ball. Mr. Dastagir is continuing his first over. Started with a wide ball. Well, current run rate is 9. Asking is also 9. Well, that's a good delivery. Straight to straight, stumps to stump. Good bowling from Mr. Dastagir. Well, I'm your host and the host to commentator, Mr. Mohammed Ali. वैसे नाम तो सुना ही होगा. That's a fantastic shot. Has been played straight to the fielder, Mr. Ramesh misfield, and that's a boundary. 4 runs. An easy stoppable boundary has been set away from Mr. Ramesh. Well, he is a very good fielder, but today he has been done several misjudged by athlete, Mr. Ramesh. Field placement for Mr. Ramesh at square leg. Well, that's a good delivery. Fantastic delivery to come back. Well, dot ball. A very well effort from Mr. Dastagir. Well, the current run rate is 9. Asking required rate is also 9. Well, 130 runs still required in 81. The partnership 39. In just 21 deliveries. Contribution most of the runs from Mr. Zubair. He moves to his 40. This time played just passed by the bowler. Is trying to get followed through by Mr. Dastagir. And now, a very good batter, Mr. Anurag Reddy, especially with the spinners. The captain leading from front. Mr. Anurag Reddy at 5 in just 6 deliveries with 1 boundary with 83 strike rate. He will definitely cover that up. 61's up on the board. Last 2 balls to an edge. As passed by the keeper. Well, it might be a boundary. Yes, it is. A much needed 4 runs for the captain who is leading from front. At this batting pitch, 189 will be less enough to describe. Well, still a comfortable batting from both ends. Partnership 44 in 23. Mohammed Zubair played at 41 and 25 with 7 fours and 1 6. with 160 strike rate. Mr. Anurag, 9 runs, 7 balls, 2 boundaries, 120 plus strike rate. This time with the straight bat played on side. First run taken very hard. Coming back for the second. Well, that's a good running between the stumps. 2 runs taken. Well, a very good over comes to an end as far as the KMCV is concerned. 66 for 1 after 7 overs completed. KMCV.
क्या करूं सेंचुरी कर दूं नहीं 94 94
Well, that's a boundary. First ball started with 4, and that's a 50 runs partnership. 25 deliveries. Fantastic batting effort. It's 70 for 1, 7.1 overs. A 50 runs partnership, 998 total views, 71 live viewers. That's a good delivery. That's a good delivery. Good comeback from Mr. Viswajit Kampadi. Well, he is the IPS officer. He has been batted first and now is bowling his first over within the 8th over. Well, that's played a late cut. Found the back foot point and a quick single run has been taken up. A very good athlete. Well, the partnership 51 in just 27 deliveries. 118 runs to win in 75 balls. The local time check 10:14 p.m. Lots of timing in that particular delivery. Played straight to the deep cover fielder for a single. But cutting the pace, but timing is giving away. Once again, Mr. Well, this time, Juicy Lowful played straight to the fielder. Well, a quick single one has been taken. The IPS officer leading from front, Mr. Viswajit Kampadi. Well, that's away from the batter and an edge, and that's a boundary. Well, much needed boundary for Mr. Anurag. He moves to 16, and now it's 77 after 8 overs completed. Well, now it's 8 overs completed. KMCV 77 for 1. Mr. Dastagir, 1 over 12 runs, is concluding his second over. 77 for 1. Well, that's looking for a flighted one, but played as a full straight to the deep extra cover fielder. Well, very good throw. Just one bounce straight to the keeper. 79 runs on the board. The second wicket partnership. is moving 58 in just 31 deliveries. Well, that's looking for a sweep. Not connected well enough, but still bad and pat, single run taken. Well, that's a good comeback from Mr. Dastagir. Well, that's across the back. Going straight to the fielder. First run taken easily. Good running between the wickets. Well, that's a good delivery. He wanted to play the sweep. Well, that's not came into the line. That's a good delivery. Good comeback from Mr. Dastagir. Previously, he first over given 12 runs, but now look at that. Fantastic comeback. That's a back foot punch. Super fielding effort. Outstanding effort from Mr. Narendra Nayak. Mr. Narendra. Well, superb effort.
अरे भाई एक ओवर डाले हो ना.
Well, this time played straight to the deep square leg fielder for a single to finish. It's 82 for 1 after 9 overs completed. Well, required 107 and 66 last over to come from this end. Well, now Mr. Loknath Nayak has contributed with the bat first, and now coming to bat ball first is contributing it with ball. Well, that might be a leg by. Yes, it is. Well, Mr. Zubair, 50 runs up for the batter. Fantastic effort, Mr. Zubair. 50 runs up in just 32 deliveries and 8 fours, 1 6 with 150 strike rate. Well, now the captain, Mr. Anurag Reddy, leading from front. Well, that's a good delivery in the air. But in the no man's land, that's a fantastic effort.
अरे जरा दे देना भूख लगी. उसका कोले मत देगा अरे भाई.
ये देखो क्या आदित्य एयरबड्स बना रहा है क्या
क्या है कि सबको बांट रहा अपने को नहीं दे.
Well, that's a good delivery. You miss. I hit. Mr. Loknath Nayak got a wicket. Well said, batsman. Mr. Zubair has to depart. Well, now the new batter is on strike, Mr. Lokesh. Well, that's a dot ball. Well played on straight to the fielder, and a single run has been taken. A good running between the wickets. Well, that's in the air. We found the fielder, misfield. Well, coming back for the second. Well, 2 runs has been taken. Well, 3 runs taken. The fielder is fine, Mr. Chakravarti. Well, that's played to the straight fielder, and that's an over. Well, 10 overs completed. Well, KMCV, it's 88 for 2 now, required 101 and 60 deliveries. Asking greatest 10 strategic timeout. Drinks break. Don't go anywhere else. We'll be right back after a short break. Well, now the match has been started. Well, Mr. Well, Mr. Ramesh, the new bowler, is a dangerous wicket taker bowler. Mr. Parigi Ramesh is continuing his first over after the end changes 11th over. Required 99 and 59, played straight. Well, to the field. Well, Singleton has been taking a good running between the stumps. Well, Mr. Chakravarti, Mr. Anurag Reddy, two new batters at the field. That's in the air. Well, that's a good try, but the catch has been dropped. Super fielding effort. Well, this time has cleared the infield, but got a field, the chance of run out. Well, tremendous fielding effort. It covers, short covers. Good bowling at the moment from Mr. Ramesh. Well, local time check, 10:30 p.m. The match has been started at 7:45 p.m. That's a good delivery, 10 and bounce at the same time, and that's a dot ball. Two brilliant athletes at the crease. Two legends, Mr. Ramesh and Mr. Anurag Reddy. That's a back foot punch. Tremendous fielding effort. Well, that's a single run. Eleven overs completed. It's 93 for 2 KMCV. Well, required 96 more runs to win in 9 overs. Well, once again, that's a good delivery. Continuing the spell from Mr. Loknath Nayak. Well, both the bowlers, Mr. Ramesh and Mr. Loki, has contributed with the bat. 94 runs from Mr. Loki and Mr. Ramesh, 33 runs. That's played across the bat. Well, first and taken, coming back for the second. A good between the stumps. That's a superb shot has been played, has cleared the infield, and that's one bounce into the fence, and that's a boundary. 4 runs. सोनू इसमें बॉल से दे सोनू इसमें बॉल से देख मारी देखो Well, that's played again. Straight to the deep fine leg fielder. First and taken, coming back for the second. A tremendous running between the stumps. A fantastic effort at the moment from the batter. Mr. Anurag Reddy, the captain, leading from front, 100 runs up. That's a white ball. Once again, played very fine. A fine shot from Mr. Anurag Reddy. Well, that's a boundary to finish the over. 12 overs completed. KMCV, 110, loss of 2. Required 79 in 48 balls. Well, still one more ball to come. Sorry for inconvenience, guys. 53 live viewers. Well, that's a quick single to finish the over. It's 107 for 2 after 12 overs completed. Well, now required 82 in 48 deliveries. Well, now 882. 8 overs left, 82 runs to come. Well, the match is going superbly well enough at the moment. Back foot punch. Well, single run taken. That's a good thinking from Mr. Chakravarti. Well, first ball, single run taken. Well, Mr. Chakravarti is at the crease now. Well, he's playing with 50 strike rate. And look at that, Mr. Anurag Reddy, 40 runs, 5 boundaries, and a 26. Super partnership at the moment. 24 in just 16. That's a good delivery. Dot ball. Mr. Venkatramana, the new bowler, is continuing his first over spell. You're watching RPL 9 Rajdhani Premier League Night Edition 9 live from Pavilion Cricket Stadium. Well, under the organization of Sheikh Alisa, streaming by id-YRCreatuves, Mr. Rizwan. That's again a dot ball. Well, I'm your host and with a little bit assistant of Mr. Sonu and Mr. Arshad. Streaming position. Well, KMCV in reply of 189 target, 108 for 2, 12.3. Well, that's a quick single run has been taken. Direct hit might be a danger. A very well effort. Tremendous fielding work. 1-0. Well, that's a square cut shot wanted to play with across the bat. A grounded shot. Well played, but it's a dot ball. And now the last ball to come off the over. Well, that's played across the bat. Well, straight to field. The KMCV. Well, 13 overs completed, 110, required 79 in overs. Well, Mr. Ramesh. Well, that's time. Chance for a run out. Has been missed. Well, that's the new bowler is continuing the spell. That's a fantastic shot. Nice on of the bat. Well, that's a boundary. Much needed one and a pressure release shot from the captain leading from front. Once again, good delivery. A very good defensive shot has been played, but found the fielder. Well, that's a very good effort at the moment. They are dealing for singles and doubles, and whenever the balls comes, going for the big sixes and the big shots. Mr. Anurag ready, 45 and 31. Well, down the ground, straight to the bowler. Mr. Viswajit Kampadi is continuing his second over. Mr. IPS officer, Mr. Viswajit. Well, that's played very hard, straight to the fielder. Well, that's a dot ball. Oh, sorry, that's a single run has been taken. Tremendous effort. Very good running between the stumps. Well, that's another good over. Comes to an end. Well, 14 overs completed. KMCV 115 for 2. Required 74 in 36 balls.
निजन भाई ये साइड कैमरा देखना होते सीवी ना अभी उधर का दिखाता है वो साइड नहीं वो सेव करने का और अली भाई यार
Well, that's a beautiful shot has been played, but straight to the fielder. Dot ball. That's a square cut shot has been played. Again, tremendous fielding from back foot point. But Mr. Venkatramana is continuing his effort. But this time played up and over the bowler's head. First one taken very hard, coming back for the second. Well, good running between the wicket. Fantastic effort. Well, that's played too hard, but still two more runs has been a very, very good running between the stumps. Well, 50 runs up for Mr. Anurag Reddy, the captain, leading from front. Well, one run taken very hard, coming back for the second, but settle for one. Well, 120 for 2, 14.5. Required 69 in 31 balls. Dot ball to finish. 15 overs completed, 120 for 2. Required 69 in 30 deliveries.
वो वाला साइड का ना कैसे देख रहे थे बी वो वाला सीधा वाला सीधा वाला
One bounce shot to the fielder at long off. Well, 2 quick runs has been taken. Super batting from Mr. Anurag Reddy, the captain, leading from front. Was playing at 52 in just 39 deliveries. Well, 32 live viewers and 30. Well, that's in the air. Might be found the fielder. Yes, it is. The catch has been taken. It's 122. Loss of 3. Well, that's played hard. Well, first one taken very hard. They are coming back for the second. Oh, that's a brilliant running between the stumps. That's a fantastic shot has been played, but straight to the fielder, a deep point. Well, taken comfortably. Very good running between the wicket. 2 runs has been taken. Well, that's played hard in the air. Well, has found the fielder. Another wicket has been gone. Mr. Vishwajit Kampadi strikes again. A second wicket. Well, he got 2 wickets in an over. First, the dangerous batsman, the 52 half-centurion batsman, the captain leading from front, Mr. Anurag. And now this is the second wicket. Same ball, same shot, and fabulous catch has been taken up. Well, that's another wicket has been fallen. It's 126 for 4. Loss of 4 after 16 overs completed. Required 62 in 4 overs. Well, 1316 total views in 33 live viewers. Well, once again, Mr. Prabhu is continuing his spell. 2 over 17 runs within the power play. Now continuing after the power play. That's a good delivery. Fantastic start over with the dot ball. Well, 23 balls remaining. 6 wickets in hand. Required 62 more runs to win. $127 for 4. Another good delivery. Back-to-back 2 dot deliveries from Mr. Prabhu. Well, 62 now in 22. Well, 1316 total views and 33 live viewers. You're watching RPL Night Edition 9 live from Pavilion Cricket Stadium. This time catch is the call. Well, the catch has been taken. Another wicket has been fallen. first for Mr. Prabhu. Well, it's 127 for 5. KMCV in trouble now. 16.3 overs. Required 62 in 21. Mr. Imran has to depart. Well, now the new batter is on strike, Mr. Naga. Well, now required 62 runs to win in 21 balls. Well, that's a fantastic shot. Has been played for a single. Coming back for the second. Well, that's not out. Has been set. Striker end. They have review for the third umpire
Strike, sir.
with the strike end. Well, that's third umpire has 4 overs. Well, now required 61 runs to win in 22 balls. Well, that's in the air, catches the call, but has been missed completely. Well, that's a single run taken. New batter off the mark immediately. Well, that's a good delivery. Appealing for stumps and passes, not out. So 129 for 6. 17 overs completed. Required 20 runs per over. 16 runs in. Well, that's played very hard shot. First one taken, but stop for the second. Well, that's a good delivery to start with. Well, look at that. 130, well, 59 runs still needed. 2 new batters at the crease, Mr. Karthikeya, Mr. Naga. That's in the air. Catches the call. Just a couple of bounces straight to the fielder. Well, single run has been taken. Another fantastic spell from Mr. Viswajit Kambadi. His last and final over of the spell. Well, that's played straight to the fielder. That's misfield. Well, first one taken very hard. Coming back for the second. Well, taken comfortably. Very good running between the stumps. Well, another good shot has been played, but this time found the fielder. Well, that's a good running between the stumps now at the moment. Fantastic batting effort and a very good bowling, although. Well, that's a juicy low full. Has found the fielder. Well, this time played, but straight to the bowler. A very good running and a very good follow through. Well, last ball to come off the. Well, now look at that. There are 18 overs completed. KMCV 135 for 6 now. Required 54 in 12. The local time check 11:03 p.m. Well, now this is the 19th over, one of the finest and most important over of the innings. Well, that's a good delivery. Started with the dot ball. Well, that's a very good effort. Well, catches the call but has been dropped. A very well fielding effort. Well, 136, 18.2. Well, that's a slower. Well, Bai's run has been taken. Well, that's a very good running between the field at the moment, but Bai's run has been taken. Bai's. Well, once again, good delivery. Dot ball. Well, this is going to be a very good over. 137 for 6. Well, partnership 9 in 12. Well, at the moment, required 52 runs in 8 deliveries. Well, that's played in the air. Well, has cleared the fielder. Well, that's a very good step. Well, stepping forward and has been stopped the ball. Well, that's clear. A very good fielding effort. Well, only a 2 runs has been given. Well, now the last ball to come off the over. 139 for 6. KMCV. Well, last ball to come off the over. 139 for 6. 18.5. Well, that might be. Yes, it is an over.
जा रहा हूँ भाई
Well, 19 overs completed now. Score 139 for 6. Required 50 in 6 deliveries. Well, that's a fantastic over from Mr. Narendra. 3.317. All 3 back-to-back dots balls. Well, now 139 for 6, 19.3. They're watching RPL Night Edition 9 live from Pavilion Cricket Stadium, KMCV versus the Enforce organization by Mr. Sheikh Alisa. There was placed 2 hard shot. Has found the fielder and the good bowling attack at the moment. And a brilliant follow through. Well, that's a good effort, and that's again dot ball. 4 back-to-back dot deliveries. Well, this time Pate has cleared the infield. Well, that might be a boundary. Yes, it is. Score 143 for 6, 19.5. Well, you're watching RPL Night Edition 9 live from Pavilion Cricket Stadium. Well, KMCV versus the Enforcers. Enforcers won the toss, selected to bat, played 20 overs, loss of 10 wickets, score 188. Target given 189. In reply, KMCV 143 for 6, 19.5. Streaming by id-YRCreatuves, Mr. Rizwan. I'm your host and those who commentator, Mr. Muhammad Ali, and under the organization of Mr. Alisa. Well, that's played straight to the fielder. First run taken very hard, coming back for the second. Well, 2 runs taken. It's 20 overs for KMCV and they have scored just 145 and the match has been finished. The Enforcers has won the match by 43 runs. Congratulations to the winning team. Tough luck to the losing team.